Yes.
Yes.
We can hear. We can hear it again.
Are we all back? Great. Okay, you can hear us, yes?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's just because it was closing down. So I was going from, we think that you should definitely put the story in front of the features because a few things. You have to imagine you are talking to your friend, okay? Let's imagine your best friend and you're talking to her and you basically have to spark some interest into her, into clicking and seeing some links. That's all you have to do. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to explain every little detail what she's going to get, because you can do that in a thank you page video. Yeah, so you can do that in the second video that you will have on your landing page. You don't actually have to do that in your ad. Of course, it's still like the whole ad itself is good, like your script is good, everything what you're saying is good, but I just think that the order could be different. So the story definitely.
I had this one like this at the beginning. Actually, it's a shame to
Really?
say, but I moved the slides order. Yes, because I have my five parts, and the second part was when I'm telling deeper into problem, and when I removed it. When I moved actually my story, so number 4 part, before the feature of a product, but then I kind of had a feeling I was undecided. I have chosen for the wrong. There was 2 options to keep my story at the beginning, and then to say a bit about the features. So it was in my head. So thanks for this one. So you mean to attract the attention, to let this person feel like me from it's a crucial, and that's why I should focus mainly on that part and combine, and telling the point, and then my situation, and then just adding something about my product.
No, Valeria. We are fighting who should answer. No, that's okay. It's good. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. So the reason why it's good to focus on the story, like not more, but just the order of it, is because people actually should be inspired by emotions, right? So you're talking to a person, and the emotion part of it, that's exactly where the strength is. That's where you are gonna touch people, and that's where you're gonna connect with people. If you only talk about the feature, then you touch the brain, like the side of the logical side, right? So you're talking the left part of your brain, which is actually not the one that you want to stimulate. Yeah, so you want to really touch upon the emotions. You want them to feel the pain point, because the first question you were asking about was something about if they're feeling tired of having to pick up the kids at that same time, and all of these things, right? And I'm sure that some people can relate to the fact that they want to come home and the kids want to play with them, and they can't do that. And when they go to the job, the boss thinks that they are actually, that you are not at the job but you're at home, so it's like you are in the space but you're not there, and then you go in another space and you're not there, and it's like, where am I, what am I doing? I'm sure that there's many women who can relate to this 100%. So that's why I feel that your story is so really, really powerful. Yeah. And then one more thing I wanted to say is that I think that so after your hook, which was actually quite long because it was like 3 questions.
Yeah. Yes. Hook, the first part, the
very initial part of your video. You had like 3 questions, kind of.
Busy working mom struggling with being on schedule.
Yes.
About me. Yeah.
And in the end of those 3 questions, you were saying something about then take action, right?
Learn digital skills and become a successful mompreneur. Yes.
Exactly. Now, on that part, I think that instead of saying that sentence, I think that you should actually say then this video is for you.
You can say, not you should say.
No.
You can.
It's my opinion, let's say. My feedback, yeah. So then this video is for you. Yeah. Stupid Italian of the comment. And then I think that actually you could say, like, what is your purpose? Yeah, you can relate to that, right, Barbara? So what is so what
I was just thinking I let you out before.
Good. And then I think that you should say what is that your purpose is. Your purpose is that you want to help these women, right? Why don't you say it? I want to help working moms like me achieve the lifestyle that they want, where they feel that they can finally, you know, live a purposeful life, you know. And then you can say you can do this by starting an online business, and I will tell you, I will show you how to do that.
Can I go?
Now you can go. You really want to go?
Yes.
Oh my God, I feel like
Now,
he's praising me here.
Here, I'm going to share something very powerful that will change your life pretty much from now on. Now, as it changed mine, I don't know yours, but we will see. We will see. Now, when you're approaching a conversation, in this case, is the script that you are doing, you need to focus mainly on one thing, which is related to the best person that comes in your mind when it comes to the SFM product. Now, when I first come into SFM, I was coming inside as looking for additional income on my daily basis, and I find out more than an actual income. There was way more and way beyond my expectation. Now, because I know the power of SFM, I often think about, in my small circle and in the family, who I can actually help with this type of product, from the bottom of my heart, just simply sharing with them that there is an opportunity that can be a solution to their problem. And one of them was my actual brother. Now, I don't know if all of you know, but my brother is working 6 months away and 6 months stay at home. And he's working in Algeria, north of Africa. He's an engineer, he's having good money. But guess what? 6 months of the time
Of the year
is off. It's it's on, completely on duty, away from his family, and it is painful. And he's doing this for several years. Now, the first thing I put myself when I shoot the video, I put myself the picture of my brother in front of the camera and see that I actually was speaking to him, because my real intent was to actually find a message that would actually, from the bottom of my heart, help that specific person. And who better than a brother will give me that kind of feeling, right? That kind of feeling that you really want to find a different solution, because there is a better way of earning money nowadays. You don't need to change overnight, but you can build it. In few years, you can actually replace your own income doing something that you love from the comfort of your home. So that was my approach when I actually shoot the video, because I know that if I use this approach, I'm definitely discharge all these people that are looking for quick money, looking for everything fast and easy. I've just encouraged people to see for themselves if could be something for their own life and improvement. So always remember this: talk in your camera with your loved ones that you really want to help, because you know the pain you're doing, you have been going through. You know that pain is your actual reason why you're doing what you're doing. And believe me, that there are many people who resonate with similar pain, even exact same pain in some cases, that they might find it very resonating with that. And then they want to see, oh, okay, let me see what it is about. And then it's up to them if they like it, if they see the potential, and if they're willing to do the work and put themselves in the game and start to change their life slowly. Makes sense? So always approach any video you will do from now on with that feeling, and you will never be wrong. You will see the numbers goes ups and down, but your message is always in alignment with yourself, which this is what we want to feel. We don't want to feel awkward saying something that we don't really actually even know or meaning, or something that we don't feel attached to it, right? We need to say something that is worth it, our own humanity, and say it out loud with proudness. Okay.
Sorry, Davide, just to be sure that I understood you properly. You were not thinking while shooting a video about your own pain, yourself, but you were choosing your brother, thinking about your brother. Why this one? Because, for example, if I'm trying to think about myself, this is what I'm telling. It's really what I feel when I felt frustrated and angry and all of this stuff. So I'm thinking about myself, and you are telling that I should find a person from my family who, or somebody who I care about, who is in this kind of situation. Or what do you mean?
No, okay. Good point. Good question. Now, what I mean by that is that basically, if I share you the story that why I started SFM, why I wanted to do it, then my brother could resonate with that story because he is in exactly the same position, but totally different topics, totally different subjects. And the reason why I wanted to start my own journey with SFM is because I wanted to be free to travel, to go back to in Italy. She's Danish, I'm Italian, we're living in Hong Kong. We need to have freedom to travel. Otherwise, we will always living in a place alone without each other's family, you know. So you want to have this flexibility of actually going whenever you want, not rather than the boss need to tell me you can go 2 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
This was not an option, right? And that's what my message is, that I was looking for opportunities that allowed me to give me exactly that by earning an income on the internet, where I open my laptop and I'm in business. Now, my brother is totally in a different position, but he can resonate with the story of saying, I'm in exactly the same position. I feel you because I'm going away 6 months and I go home and I want to stay with the family. I want to stay with my kids. You know, I want to hug my kids and let them see growing, celebrate their birthday, not because I need to stay at work, but I want to stay with them. But at the same time, you have this feeling of guilty that you need to provide. You need to, you know, how can I do it? And then it's sparkling interesting and to understand, let me see what this can be. And that's it. Our job is to inspire a person to come and have a look. I'm not the person who sell SFM. I'm the person who promote SFM because I strongly believe that this product is the life-changing for so many people. That's why I keep on doing it. Makes sense?
I think that
so you are imagining. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to mention one thing, that that it's very good if you feel the pain of your avatar on yourself and you really feel like this is my situation and I'm actually speaking to myself. That's really, really good. It's super powerful. But I think what that means is that when you are actual like filming, then it's just easier to speak to a person. Like you can identify who am I speaking to in the video, because then it becomes much more real. It becomes much more natural, the way how you speak and the way how you react, right? Instead of that, you're looking into the camera and you're like, oh, you know, like you freeze up a bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's basically the point about trying to speak to the brother, you know.
And automatically this eliminate any judgmental within yourself. Automatically eliminate, because what you're doing is actually talking with the person that you imagine you're talking to, and be yourself simply as you are, instead of, you know, trying to, of course, rehearse the script so you know what you're saying and it's very familiar, so you can act on it, talking as you are normal, you know.
Yes, I understand.
Cool.
Okay. So let me see if there is any other point. I think we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
I think it could be super cool, Barbara, if you're up for it. Like try to make some adjustments to the script, maybe based on some of the things that we also mentioned. And then maybe next call, like if you want to earlier, even like send it back and we can review it again, because I think you're definitely on a good track. But with a few adjustments, I think you can really make something.
That would be really great. I actually had to. I had something. What you mentioned before. Wait. I was telling about that program, but I don't know whether I deleted this one. Actually, that was part of my script. It was introduction to the features of the program, but I told it to Francis while during our accountability meeting, and he was like advising me, you know, maybe it's not good to say to a person that I just read you that sentence, and you will tell me what you think. He was not recommending me to put it because it might be discouraging to many people. So what I was introducing at the first version to features and benefits, so part number 3 was, what I'm going to share with you, it's not an easy get rich in one day solution. It does require your time and commitment. But if you stay focused and consistent, moving forward every day, you will earn hundreds of hours of free time that you can spend with your family or developing your hobbies. Because once you set up your digital platform, it will operate for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Full stop. I think it was something like this.
Okay, so let me tell you the reason why you should say what you just read.
Yeah.
Exactly why is because you want the people that they are actually willing to do the work. I'm here spending time with you in the actual webinar because I attract the people that I hopefully wanna encourage them, and they are inspired by my encouragement on do the work. Because yes, I can do here an inspiration, but I'm not a babysitter here. Because if the people coming through it as a wanting things be done by me, you're not welcome anymore. I'm a lightning in the darkness that show you the way. Now you need to go up and walk.
Like the actual steps.
The actual steps needs to be done by the person. If the person comes into that specific stage where you choose to actually not mention it, it can be, which is not 100% guaranteed, but it can be that you attract the people that they are actually very not active themselves. They don't know how to take action. They rely on people to always tell them what to do, when to do, what time to do, and you see that actually they don't go and take action themselves, and it can take months and months and months before they actually do a presentation script.
We actually like to talk about this factor. Actually, in the beginning, we didn't mention that in our video. And I feel that, I don't know if it's only because of that or because of the whole setup of the app itself, but we were attracting people who were more into the easy way of getting money. And this is not what SFM is. Like, you know it, we know it, we all know it, right? Like, yes, it's amazing because we get all of this knowledge and we get all of this direction, but we still have to do the actual job. We have to do it, right? To make things happen. And basically, we even had like a few members which they were paying monthly to us because you pay the monthly subscription, right? And we never saw them. We never heard from them, and they were not active. So we actually reached out to them and said, listen, guys, you're paying for something which you're not even like using. So you rather just go out, you know? And
never answered.
And, you know, some of them still paying and not knowing about it, you know, but this just to let you know, we also had a member who kept actually booking a half an hour call with us, but each half an hour call which he did actually each week, he actually didn't do the things that was required from one week to another week. You know, he was laying in his bed and say, oh, I didn't do anything because I was sleeping or I was tired or whatever. Yes, this is okay. We're all tired, but then don't come back and say that your life hasn't changed. Yeah. Yes. And again, we also had to say to him, listen, we will not make other calls with you until you actually do some steps, because we want to push you. We want to help you, definitely, but you have to actually do it, you know?
Yeah.
And so really,
you think it's better to be honest, because it was my first my feeling. This is how I want to say. I want to say this message about the SFM, the first feature and the benefit. That the feature is you need to commit, and the benefit you will earn something. You will never regret this what you did, that you committed to this one. So you will really earn this time, etc. But then Francis told me, but then, you know, if people will hear this one, then they will get scared because they will think something that it's so difficult and so not possible to them.
Good. So now, suggestion, when it comes a feedback that it actually is one direct feedback and you are unsure, always ask more people. Then you get a better answer. When you got one answer, never rely on that, because then that person take the entitlement to let you try something else that you might not even feel comfortable with doing so. So you always need to go with your own guts and feel yourself that you're doing the right things. You might test it, might not work, but you have tried. And it's your own responsibility where you feel that you empower yourself by doing what you want, saying what you want, and see the result. Analyze the number, move on. But it's your responsibility then. Make sense?
And then one more thing around that. I think the sentence, if you make it, definitely say like it requires work or it requires a consistent action or whatever you want to say, and then put it onto, but if you do those actionable steps, imagine actually what your life would look like, you know, so still attached to it. So yes, say that, like that part of it, which is very crucial, because you need people to actually be taking action, right? You need people who actually want to do the work as well, but then maybe put it again into the right side of the brain. Yeah, just attach it into it. So again, go back to the emotion. That I think can soften up the sentence quite a bit. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think I am doing this one, if I remember now correctly. Now I lost again that slide.
It's all right, but at least that was just to make sure that it becomes, you know, that kind of. And so it's just like a.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. It's about the length. Is it? You know, again, my accountability partner. He did some very nice video with last.
I saw it. I saw it.
1 minute. You saw it.
I saw it. Yeah.
So it was much shorter, and my husband is telling me, you know, we are living in the fast times. Nobody has a lot of time to listen. Mm-hmm. You need to do this. Will make this, and basta, you know, and.
Yeah.
So he was very much like concrete and thinking in that way. I approach it differently. I tried to keep a structure of script, and I couldn't do it shorter. I mean, maybe I can make sentences shorter, but then maybe I'm not putting my emotion, feelings, really expressing myself. What do you think? Is that what I send you too long, or?
Okay. So let me share this so you have a better clearance. First of all, again, it's a feedback from Francis, which at the moment he doesn't have experience, but he have experience on being human being. So this is a good point.
And your husband also.
And your husband also is having a good. And this is true. We want quick and fast, everything, right? But what you can do from your side is to have the same script, one long, one short. You make them test, and the numbers will tell you what's the truth. In our case, at the moment, we are running a video of 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Right? Mine one is how long? 4.
Yeah, around between 4 and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That they are performing the best so far. So time, if a person is interested to listen to you, they will stay with you, whether it is 1 minute, whether it is 5, whether it is 15. Maybe 15 is too long, but what the meaning here.
Let's say the guideline is within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes, you are still in a good position. And as well, remember, guys, what do? Why did we use the first 30 seconds to disqualify? Because we don't pay for those people who watch the first 30 seconds, right? So we make sure that we disqualify the people that are not interested in earning income, that they are not moms. So those people already are entitled to go away and press skip. So we don't want to pay for them to listen to us, right? As soon as we finish the 30 seconds, then we have a choice and see actually if the people listen to our message. That's why the story is very important to share it first, because they might resonate with what you're saying and they start to think about, oh, I'm actually in that position. Let me hear what is the solution to that specific problem. Maybe I will subscribe and we start to have a look on the free video series. And then I see the free video series, which is it's an open brain for so many people that they never heard about. And they say, wow, I want to try this. There you go.
And I think that you can even touch people, because I'm even thinking about myself. Like I would easily could sign up for a video talking you about actually your pain point about being a mom, because I know I want to be a mom and I don't want to be in that situation that you are in. So you understand? So you can even hit people like who is even not moms, but women who feels the same thing. Oh my God, like when I have kids, I also want to be there for them. I don't want them to want to play with me and I can't. you know, do that. And when I go to my boss, then he's like,
yeah.
Sorry. Then he's like, you know, that.
and beep,
you know, who thinks that I'm just at home all the time, you know, like, so I can really relate to that side of your story, like so much, even though I'm not a mom, you know. And as well, my last thing I wanted to say, you know, like men and women, we react differently. So definitely your avatar is not your husband. So yes, your husband, he would maybe not sign up for your email, right? Or your video. So he would maybe sign up for, even a man or woman, doesn't matter, but maybe a shorter version, or a different thing. Might still be online business, just be a completely different type, you know. So yes. So again, like David said, like, yeah, run it and see like what the market says, long or short. But definitely, of course, long, just to be long, no. But I think that the amount that you have now is very reasonable.
And never trust what we say.
Especially your Italian husband.
But the short version is 1 minute or 2 minutes, the short version. What is for more or less? I know maybe it's difficult to be so...
in between. So 1:30, let's see, trying to be below 2. Trying to be below 2.
Yeah. Basically, basically cut out the features or cut out the story, it depends. Yeah. But your hook and your beginning should be the same, and call to action should be the same.
So you see which one, first 30 seconds same, and then the rest you adapt. Okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Now, before we actually wrap up, is there any other question?
No, I just wanted to say that I really liked the video, and I really resonate with this as well, as Caroline said. And I agree with you guys that it's fine to say that it takes time and work, because even me, I saw this nice video from Cape Town, you know, and I was like, wow, this is a party time. And then I went in, and my consultant, he had to call me every month to tell me, Gina, if you don't do the modules, this is pointless for you. And, you know, then I started to realize, what is it? So I agree with you, but yeah, it's, you can decide.
Thank you for sharing this, Gina.
Thank you very much, Gina. I actually would like so much to talk to you at some point, because I'm doing also e-commerce training now with Accelerate, with Anna and with Jay. And I did a break in it. So I have 2 weeks to recover. It's about product choice and resourcing, you know, supplier choice, because I thought I have to finish before my affiliate platform, because cannot do too many things, you know, not to start and not finish anything then. But it sounds, my feeling about e-commerce, it's that it is straightforward. That, sorry, David and Caroline, I think it's easier. That's my feeling. It is easier. If you have some money to invest at the beginning, it's easier to get some money, significant money, coming to you faster than with affiliate. In affiliate, you have to re-expose yourself. In e-commerce, I think you are behind your product. You need to know how to market it. So what you told Gina at the beginning, that you met this problem. But I would like so much to learn from you, because you are now about launching a second product. You succeeded, I imagine, with the first one. And I have some idea about my product, what I would like to do. But again, I put it aside. But I think as soon as I have my advert approved by David and Caroline, by my husband, by Francis, by all the work online, and I'm starting to track my numbers, I think I'm then ready to jump into the course on Accelerate and to recover that weeks that are now passing. And I really would like, at the end week of challenge, so in 5 weeks, to be able to have something to launch. And maybe it's crazy, I don't know, guys, if you have any recommendation, do you think it's too much to launching 2 things in the same time? Is it going to be a bit, have you heard about somebody succeeding doing 2 things at the same time?
Well, I need to be honest here. For me, absolutely yes. I haven't started yet Import Expert, because I know that already with the work we are still teaching. I'm doing a digital marketing agency side business, and I'm doing SFM. If I put another things at the moment, I will feel very overwhelmed. And that's the reason why I didn't do it. Plus, you need to consider two things here. One is that basically when you're actually doing e-commerce, if you're going through Amazon, there is always a startup capital. Hi, Toshi. There's always startup capital when it comes to building your product, because you're actually going to create it. You're going to actually, you need to buy it and deliver it to Amazon, if that's the case. And you send also some to your storage. So you can do deliver from either directly Amazon or from your own garage, I would say. And you need to start actually understand how to market the product, because it's not, as I mentioned before, you send it to Amazon and Amazon does the job for you. We need to learn how to market it. That's the skill that you need to acquire for doing both SFM, affiliate, and e-commerce. That's one skill that will be implemented regardless the business you will go. Yeah, that's why it's so powerful that once you learn the skill, you can do anything. In my biggest suggestion is to always focus on one, whether it is e-commerce, whether it is affiliate is entirely up to you. And there's many things to take in consideration. Pricing of starting up, for example, in affiliate, you need to consider the budget of advertising, right? When you go into e-commerce, you need to analyze the pricing of the actual product. Is an up cost, how many pieces, and the sending, how long time it will take, how much Amazon will ask me to have the storage in their place. There's many different factors and the marketing as well. So I see it as e-commerce. It's a physical, tangible product. And of course, there is more responsibility in a way. There are more things to consider. It's not impossible. I want to jump into it, but I'm not in that position yet.
It's like, yes, it seems like, I don't know, Gina, maybe you can answer on this one too. Like, it seems like from a starting point that maybe e-commerce is quicker than the other. But you know what? In the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It matters what excites you and what is it like, how do you see your life, you know? Because in the end of the day, we can do whatever we want. If you want quick money, you can also sell your service, like on Upwork, or you can, you know, do gardening for your friends or whatever. If you need cash right here, right now, I wouldn't suggest you to do e-commerce just to gain quick cash, because I assure you that probably wouldn't.
No, it's not only about the quick money. I think I could find myself better maybe in commerce, because, you know, I'm very practical, and that's a practical thing. I mean, I'm producing something. I will also have fun to develop my own brand and you know, play around that thing. So that's what I think, and I have a lot of ideas also what I could do there with this physical product. Yeah, it's very, and this course done by Anna J, it looks very straightforward, like, you know, they're really guiding you. It's easy to accomplish each step. For me, affiliate marketing was hard, because I never did marketing, and this sort of going into avatar, understanding his, you know, mental state and my own state. I was getting almost depressed at some point, you know. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Well,
I think this, Barbara, I think if you feel it's exciting to you, I would jump into it. So I think that you can definitely juggle two things. But I would suggest you to maybe do all the back side of it. You know, you don't actually have to go out and purchase a product like right away, but maybe you can set up the things. You can think about your brand. You can try to stylize, speak to people. Like, for example, now you reach out to Gina. Maybe you can contact each other privately. You know, chat with people, understand, like dip your toe into it and understand. And then once you feel like you are actually ready and you want to jump into it, then you have a much better understanding, at least, around it.
Wow.
I would suggest this.
Thanks. Because I thought, you know, as soon as I have my affiliate established, so that I'm starting to launch the adverts online and monitor, in theory, if I get something that works well, then it's going not by itself, but somehow, you know, it's how to say, self-feeded. It will last for some time. So when I can go a few steps ahead with my e-commerce, you know, it's not. Yeah, I agree. For you to launch the stuff in e-commerce, then I need to really be on it, because I'm paying for having my product at Amazon storage warehouse, but when the money starts to roll really from my side. So if I don't put 100% attention on it, then I will start, of course, to lose money because I'm not on it. So, but I think, thanks, I will take into this consideration what you told, and maybe just doing a good plan for launching the product, but without really, maybe I don't definitely want to now set up a company, because also it's another expense to do and all this stuff, but I can think about all details and be ready.
Yes.
When I see my affiliate, it's really working, that I can have these 2-3 hours a day for affiliate, then I can start e-commerce slowly.
You can always contact me in Facebook, Barbara, from the Authentic Lifestyle, Laptop Lifestyle, and then we can chat. We can chat further.
Perfect. I can see now Genoveva. No, you are Genoveva Krumova. Yeah, okay.
So
Awesome.
one thing for sure is that I tell you my opinion on that is because feel yourself what you like to do. For me, it's more fulfilling to connect with you all and having a one-on-one conversation and see that I help a human being change his life, rather than connect with the product, which is something like this that doesn't have any meaning to me. So yes, it will bring me money, that's for sure, but that's it, right? So find yourself what is interesting to you, what inspiring you, exciting, that when you wake up in the morning, you feel, oh my God, I'm looking so much forward to crash this day.
And you will not feel that initially, probably.
Maybe not.
It will take some time, I think, to find out and dig in, and so like, don't be frustrated if you don't feel excited. Like, we felt frustrated for a long time.
And many times I wanted to take the laptop, open the window, bye. But I knew that my why I do this is way more important than anything else that trying to stop me. So any challenge I face is not a problem, but it's a challenge that I'm willing to actually face, whether it take me 1 hour, whether it take me 1 week. And I'm gonna make it work because I choose to make it work. So everything, it's a choice. And whether you wanna do it or not, it's up to you. So choose wisely, go with your instinct and go for it, 100%, don't look back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thanks.
Awesome, you're welcome.
Now, guys.
Thank you, Barbara, for being open to show your video and stuff. So we could actually, I think that was pretty insightful I hope, for all of you.
The biggest embarrassment of my life, to be honest.
Some embarrassing, but I think you got something out of it, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay, awesome.
Fantastic. I think that's it for today, guys. As usual, we will talk in 14 days, 2 weeks time. And if
you have anything during those 2 weeks, just don't hesitate to reach out, either WhatsApp or in the Facebook group. I know we're not too active inside the group, but if you have anything, just don't worry, we will be there and help you.
Just reach out.
That's it.
Don't stop. Reach out.
Yeah, okay. Especially that's the most important. If you have anything that you come across that stops you, just ask anybody. If not us, then someone else. Doesn't matter. Just ask. This is the most important. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic rest of Sunday and an amazing week ahead. And speak to you soon. Nice to see you all. Take care.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.